Good afternoon. My name is James O. Wilson, and I am the Assistant Regional Director of the Elijah J. McCoy Midwest Regional United States Patent and Trademark Office. And today, as you can see on the screen, my topic is the value of trademarks. $880 billion, according to Statista. That's the value of the Apple brand. Microsoft, its value is $611 billion. Google, 5,577 billion. Lest you think it's just tech companies, Nike is worth Nike is worth Nike is worth 31 billion. Coca-Cola, 97 billion. And McDonald's is worth $197 billion. And that's just the value of their brands alone, not the value of the actual phones or the computers or the watches or the earbuds, not the value of the factories or delivery trucks, the hamburgers or the French fries. It's just the value of their brand names, their slogans, and their logos. If you want to know how they do it, I'm going to tell you, because you can do it too. First of all, you have to provide a product or service that people want, but you also need to make sure you protect the thing your customers use to identify you in the marketplace. The thing you use to distinguish your products from your competitors. That thing is your trademark. Think Pepsi rather than Coca-Cola, or Reebok compared to Adidas, or Ford compared to Chevy, to Ram, to Tesla, Appalachian Wireless compared to AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. I think you get the picture. It's what you use to indicate the source of your goods and services in the marketplace. And once you understand that what trademarks are, you'll understand that you need to protect them. And the way that you protect them is through federal registration. That means you apply to register your trademark with our office. And if your trademark is accepted, you'll have nationwide protection for your mark. You'll no longer be limited to trademark rights just in Eastern Kentucky, but you'll now have protection across the entire United States and its territories. I'll create a presumption that you are the owner of the trademark and that you have the right to use it. You'll be able to sue in federal court concerning the trademark. You'll be able to use the R in a circle symbol, and you'll be able to file to extend your protection abroad. It's a great way to make sure that your brand name, slogan, or logo is protected as you build your business. And that's important because as your business grows, you will need to enforce your trademark rights. We're not an enforcement agency. The United States Patent and Trademark, again, is not an enforcement agency. So it will be up to you or your attorney to make sure no one is infringing on your trademark. Now, there are a couple of things you'll need to think about when creating a trademark. First of all, you'll want to make sure that you're not infringing on anyone else's mark. Think about this. Let's say you invented a new soft drink and you called it Dr. Pepper. You can it, you ship it, it's sitting on store shelves. Your price is below your competition. And some consumer comes along and thinks, hey, I want a Dr. Pepper, but there's this other drink over here called a Dr. Pepper. It's cheaper. Must be a promotion Dr. Pepper is doing. I'll just get that. The consumer is confused, and that's not good. You wouldn't want that to happen to your brand. Same thing with using a mark that'll cause confusion with someone else's. So be sure to do a comprehensive clearance search and make sure no one else out there is using a similar trademark for goods and services that are related to yours. The other thing you want to think about is the strength of your mark. You want to avoid descriptive and generic trademarks. If you think about what a trademark does, it indicates source. If a trademark describes the product it's used with, is that indicating source? No, it's merely describing the goods. Think about this. You're a dairy farmer and you want to brand your milk as milk. Would you be able to do that and protect it? No, because the word milk isn't indicating source here. It's simply telling consumers what the goods actually are. Specific good actually represents. So instead of generic or descriptive terms, think about using a trademark that is suggestive of your goods and services, like copper tone for suntan lotion, or maybe it's a made-up word like Kodak for cameras, or arbitrary when used with goods like BlackBerry for mobile devices, or Apple, a multinational technology company. Suggestive, fanciful, and arbitrary marks are a great way to create strong trademarks that the public will remember. And they have a tendency to last for a very long time. In the real world, avoiding confusion and avoiding descriptiveness are incredibly important. They are also important because those are the two main reasons why trademarks are refused registration at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. That's right. It's not an automatic registration. It's not pay money, get a certificate. Instead, there's an examination process that takes place, and a trademark examining attorney will be assigned to your case. He or she will need to make sure your mark isn't descriptive or likely to cause confusion, along with other reasons. It can be a complicated process. So that's why we highly recommend, that you take advantage of all of our free resources. You want to make sure you know the difference between a trademark, a patent, and a copyright. Check out our IP identifier and scan that QR code. You want to learn more about the federal trademark registration process? Attend our Trademark Basics Bootcamp. It's totally free, it's totally virtual, and it takes place over an 8-week period of time. You can attend as many or as few as you want, and you can learn all about searching and filing and how to keep your registration alive. There's a cycle going on now, so be sure to register. And for those of you who would prefer to read rather than watch, no problem. Feel free to download our Trademark Basics Registration Toolkit. It's organized chronologically so you can flip to the section that matches where you are and access all sorts of relevant links and information. Just scan the QR code to download it on your phone or mobile device. We are here to help you. We want you to understand the fundamentals. We want you to understand the process. We want you to make the best choices for your business. Federal trademark registration can be one of those choices. And it's not just available to big companies in big cities. It's for determined, resilient, talented entrepreneurs in Eastern Kentucky. It's for those with established businesses and for those just getting started. It's for all industries, including yours. Because remember, Apple wasn't always Apple. Nike wasn't always Nike. And Coca-Cola wasn't always Coca-Cola. McDonald's was not always McDonald's. Apple started off with a couple of guys in a garage. Nike, a runner who wanted a better set of sneakers. Coca-Cola, a pharmacist who wanted to create a refreshing tonic for the sweltering Georgia summer. And McDonald's, two brothers with a hamburger stand. And what helped them become the powerhouses that they are today are their federally registered trademarks. Their trademarks helped and continue to help customers identify them in the marketplace. And they help them distinguish themselves from their competitors. Because remember, your trademark is the face of your business. When an executive at Coca-Cola was asked what its most valuable asset is, he said that without question, it's Coca-Cola's trademark. The company could lose everything and be able to rebuild itself based on the strength of that trademark alone. Don't you want that for your business? $97 billion in value for the Coca-Cola brand. $197 billion for McDonald's. $880 billion for Apple. What if your brand was worth that much? Or half? Or even a quarter? Because even if you're not the next Apple, couldn't you use an extra $200 billion? I'm sure you could. Thank you very much for your attention. Have an amazing day.